Karen Williams, President and CEO of Louisville Tourism, and we're so excited to be here for one of the city's favorite group to host the 49th Annual Street Rod Nationals. I have several guests here today, but before I do that, I want to recognize our Councilwoman, Barbara Sexton Smith. Barbara? Yes. Your district? 4. Thank you. This is one of our greatest events. In the evenings, after they leave the Expo Center, you will see these cars every inch of our city, because that's what they love to do, drive around our city. I want to thank Vernon Walker and all of his team. Vernon, thank you. What will this show do to our city? Over 10,000 of these special cars are registered. This will generate $16.5 million in our economy. It is huge. You're going to hear some more from other visitors, but now I'd like to introduce one of our largest, biggest, the best tourism cheerleader, our mayor, Greg Fischer.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is always an exciting time of the year for us in the city, as we're honored to be hosting this great event for the 24th time. And when you think about everybody rolling into town with their cars, we were just talking about it earlier, sure, it's the cars, but it's also about all the friendships that have been made over the decades with folks, and it's just a good feeling to come to Louisville. And every August, we're going to have nice, cool weather this year. We really like that. And it's fun to connect with everybody, but it's also fun for our visitors to see all of the progress that we've made in our city from a year-to-year basis. Our Downtown Convention Center is opening next week, and we're having the Bluegrass World Series right now going on at Slugger Field, which got some of the biggest names ever to play professional baseball in town, and then, of course, all the gathering of the cars going on and the friendships with that. So there's a lot going on. And when you just take a look, these cars bring so many smiles to the city. People are talking to me all the time. Every year at this event, they say, what in the heck is going on in this city? Because these guys cruise around in these beautiful pieces of art, basically wonderfully restored vehicles, about $400 million about. So we got these rolling pieces of art throughout our city, disguised as automobiles, making people smile and feel good about our city. So for the city of Louisville, this is just a fantastic event that also brings a lot of money to town. We appreciate that. Karen mentioned about $16 million in economic impact to the city. 30,000 people to the Kentucky Fair and Expo Center. So a lot's happening. When they go out there, they're going to be greeted by their new executive director and chairman, David Beck. David, I want to publicly congratulate you on your job there. You've got a great opportunity there, and I know you're going to do wonderful work here. It's a big month for you with the State Fair and, of course, this wonderful show as well. So it's just a great thing to happen in our city. I want to encourage our visitors also to continue to check out the authentic Louisville experiences of bourbonism. Bourbonism continues to grow every year. Bourbon and local food tourism. So I know you guys do some field research while you're out in your cars, just a little bit. But please get out and check that out as well. So thank you, everybody, for coming out here to celebrate the opening of the event that we've got. And we look forward to the National Street Rod Association and the whole community coming back and having a big time in our city. Anything we can do at all to help while you are here, please let us know. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And as the mayor said, our next guest is maybe the new president and executive director of Kentucky Venues, but he's certainly familiar to all of us. We've been friends for many years. So at the Expo Center, as the mayor said, you'll have over 30,000 attendees. So please go out, all visitors. It's Thursday through Sunday, and Dave will tell more about that. So it's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, David Beck, President and CEO, Kentucky Venues.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you very much. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome. We're glad you're here. This is August the 1st, the first day of August, but a wonderful season. This annual ritual is something those of us in this community look forward to every year. As the mayor said, the beautiful cars. You'll see them in the parking lots of our restaurants. You see them in the parking lots of our hotels and up and down the street. So it's a wonderful time. It's a great season. And on behalf of Kentucky Venues, we will say welcome to National Street Rod Association. We appreciate your business so much. We're glad you're here. For those of you that may not be real familiar with all the details, there'll be between 10 and 11,000 vehicles like this all over our city throughout the weekend. So we're excited about that. And over 30,000 additional guests coming to Louisville. So we're proud of that opportunity as well. Of course, it has an impact, and we know that. This year, they're celebrating the 49th year. And as our mayor said, 24 years, consecutive years being here in Louisville. I had an opportunity yesterday to meet with some of their leadership in my office, and they're already making plans for next year, the 50th. So we look at this as a relationship that lasts many years, and we're looking forward to celebrating this year, but also for many years to come. It's a wonderful opportunity also to be at the Exposition Center. You know, by being there and being inside and being outside, it allows us the opportunity to showcase the diversity of the Exposition Center, how we use our buildings and our facilities, but also how we use the 565 acres around the buildings to have events like this. So we're so appreciative of you being here. Thank you. We welcome you. We look forward to continue to be a part of our community on an annual basis. And for those of you that are Louisvillians, we'll hope you'll come out and make a visit, enjoy the cars as well. Have a great day.
Thank you, David. As David and the mayor said, 30,000 people, but there's room for an additional 30,000 people, so please go out there. As we stated, you've heard from the mayor and you've heard from David, these street riders all love our hotels and restaurants, but they also love our attractions. Our next guest is Katrina Jackson. She's a director of sales and marketing for Cart Country.
Hi, as she said, my name is Katrina, and on behalf of Cart Country, I would just like to welcome everyone to Louisville. We opened 38 years ago, and for the past 20 years, this has been our favorite week of the year. It is so fun to see all the cool cars around town. They're amazing. I'm from a car family, so I probably know way more about cars than most people do, and it's such a fun week. There's so many amazing, the talent that people had to have to put together some of these vehicles is just phenomenal. But I'm actually here to talk about Cart Country. Like I said, we opened 38 years ago. We have the largest go-kart track in the world at over 1.5 miles. We are just 15 miles south of Louisville, so it's about a 20-minute drive from right here at 4th Street Live. It doesn't take that long to get out to us. We have the go-karts, we have arcade, batting cages, bumper boats, 2 miniature golf courses with the largest volcano in Kentucky. I mean, you can't get any better than that. So I'd like to welcome everyone out this week to Cart Country. Bring your car. We would love to see it. We might have to shut the place down so we can take a look, but go ahead and bring it out. We'd love to see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Katrina. Our next speaker, a great partner and friend of Street Rides National, is Greg Jillette. He, as the mayor says, has a lot to celebrate. He's here to talk about what his partnership with Street Rides. Greg?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Greg Galliette, Senior Vice President, Louisville Bats Baseball, and want to welcome our friends from the Street Rides back. It's been a great partnership that we've developed over the years, and we got a little special treat for you this year. The Bats are on the road right now, but we got a little event that Mayor Greg Fischer referred to as the Bluegrass World Series, which we are currently hosting at the ballpark, and we want to make sure that you guys are out there with us, and we have a special ticket package that we've developed for you and your friends, and we hope you'll come join us, especially tonight. Tonight we have Chipper Jones, who's just back from being inducted in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He'll actually be playing tonight at Louisville Slugger Field, and our manager of the Louisville Stars team will be Johnny Bench. And this is just a couple of the big names, along with Johnny Damon, Nick Swisher. I can go on and on. David Ross will be at the ballpark competing in this really unique event. And we are looking forward to having our friends from the Street Rods have their beautiful vehicles decorating Main Street as they display them up and around our ballpark. And we're so blessed. And Mayor, thank you very much for having such a wonderful ballpark, which it's hard to believe we're getting ready to go into our 20th year. And our ballpark's been nationally recognized many times as one of the top ballparks in America. So thank you again. And once again, welcome to our friends from the Street Rods. We hope you guys have a wonderful event and a wonderful stay here in Louisville this weekend.
Thanks, Greg. And we do thank Greg, that you are the best ballpark every year. Okay, now to close us out, the man who really makes all of this happen, puts all these partnerships together, is Vernon's right and left arm, Jerry Kennedy, who's the Special Events Director. Jerry?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. First of all, on behalf of the National Street Rod Association, we want to thank each and every one of you for coming out today to welcome us back to Louisville, as they said, for the 24th consecutive year. And as we get started today, I would like to first say thank you to the guys and gals that brought the cars out in for the parade, for taking the time out. And these vehicles that you see up and down this street are going to be a true representation of what you're going to see out at the fairgrounds. And the first thing that I would like to say, rather than all of the facts and figures that you've been given already, is inasmuch as it is nice to see these cars go up and down the road, once you get out to the fairgrounds, you can walk up close, look inside, and talk to the guys and gals that own and build these cars. Cars, for those of us that are participants, brought us together, but it's the people that keep it together. A new friend today at any one of the NSRA events is going to be an old friend tomorrow. When you meet this person, you're going to find out they gave away the jackets, the ties, the uniforms, whatever they might do during the week to don a t-shirt, blue jeans, and tennis shoes to come together as a family to the Street Rod Nationals to have a good time. And you will find out what they do. And it is mind-boggling at times that you turn around and say, well, what do you do for a living? You know, well, I'm a surgeon, or I'm this, that, and the other, and he's standing there with his hands greasy because he just helped a guy put his car back together. Some of the things that I would like to encourage you to see while you're out there, needless to say, is over 300 manufacturers and dealers that were on display that will be showing and selling the latest in hot rod technology for you. Anything that you might want for your street rod is going to be available out there. We have a huge arts and crafts fair. We have a vintage parts swap meet that might be that old original part that you've always looked for, or something that somebody's cleaned out a garage that's going to be there for you. We've got celebrities that are going to be here all weekend, some of them in booths, others trying to be very low key and just walk around to enjoy the cars. But it's all there for you. We have nighttime entertainment, and there's a whole lot more. But we thank you sincerely for inviting us back to Louisville for the 24th consecutive year, and we again extend an invitation for you to come out on the grounds and see what we have to show you. And once you do, we believe that you'll say, we like that. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Jerry. I really sincerely hope that you will go out this weekend. As Jerry said, there's so much to do out there. I mean, there's the cars, the women, he didn't mention it, but they have a great little, they have the craft show, so please go on out.
Iowa hot rods love Louisville. I hope I said it right, because the Midwest, we say it a little different than you guys. So as we're getting ready to come here, we try and say Louisville as fast as we can. We say it as fast as we drive our hot rods.